the beautiful 30th Street Station. Now, this is where Amtrak comes into Philadelphia, one of the areas where Amtrak comes into Philadelphia. And a lot of people take Amtrak from here to New York, or from here to Baltimore, or from here to Washington. And one of those great stations inside, and they really fix it up on the outside. You can see how nice the condition is of the exterior. And you can just see how close it is to downtown Philadelphia here. Look at all those magnificent office buildings right next to 30th Street Station. The idea really is to make 30th Street Station part of like the center, or surrounded by office buildings. And you can see here they recently built this Sierra Center South. They renovated the former post office to make it more different. And then here you have Sierra South. And look at those beautiful office buildings. And I'm sure the plan is to put more office buildings around here, just to make this area kind of like the western part of Center City, where the office towers are, to make it boom. That's the whole idea, to bring more jobs into Philadelphia. But then when you want to bring jobs in, you want to have transportation readily available. Now, there is an underground subway line that's right near here. The entrance is right here, and you have the light rail system also in Pennsylvania Station. Big connection. And you have Amtrak, which is more of a national rail service. Just a great thing for Philadelphia to have something like 30th Street Station. And look at those magnificent office towers. To put everything into perspective, Drexel University is right next to 30th Street Station also. And here, this is just a little west of 30th Street Station. And that, what you're seeing right there is the subway entrance. The SEPTA 30th Street Station entrance that goes east to west, west to east. There's another subway line that goes north to south, south to north. And this is one of the big construction projects that was done about 20 or 30 years ago to try to bring office buildings close to 30th Street Station. And this is a closer view of 30th Street Station. And here we have just another view of the city from a different perspective. And this renovated former post office that's here. What a great job they have done. And again, this is looking west, and you go about 20 more blocks, you're at the University of Pennsylvania, which is one of the good reasons why 30th Street Station is so close to the different universities. When parents come to visit their children, it's very easy for them to see the students at University of Pennsylvania and at Drexel. So here we have the great architecture of 30th Street Station. This is on the western side of 30th Street Station. And you can see from here that they have some great office buildings, or one great office building, the Sierra Tower here. And this is right next to, well, 30th Street Station is right next to the Drexel University campus, a major engineering college in the United States. And what they've done is right near 30th Street Station, they made a Drexel Square, just to make this whole area more welcoming to a lot of people visiting Philadelphia. You can see a new renovation of a building that was there by Drexel. And this is right next to 30th Street Station. You can see this is Drexel Square. And then in the distance, right next to the 30th Street Station, you can see all the other office buildings that have gone up. That's Sierra South, renovated former post office building, and 30th Street Station here. What a great job was done. What Market Street and what 30th Street Station is trying to do is make it more personal. The city of Philadelphia too is trying to make everything more personable. That's why you have these swings and tables all around here, just to make the city more welcoming. This is in contrast to the way things were 30, 40 years ago, where big cities were very intimidating and most people didn't want to walk around in the big cities. They'd rather be in their cars. But the trend in the last 30 years has been to welcome more pedestrian traffic. And that's what's going on here. You can even see like how they have tables and chairs, plugs, outlets for people. There you have a plug and outlet right there. And this is more to have people just enjoy the city, enjoy 30th Street Station. You can see how close it is to the city. But as I said, this is the trend. This is what a lot of cities want. And people are adjusting to the trend due to increased security and ability to get around. And again, what we're seeing is 30th Street Station. And the beautiful tables and everything set up around here for people. Now we're filming this from the eastern side of 30th Street Station, and you can see equally impressive views of 30th Street Station. Now remember, they built this a number of years ago. There's no way they would build it this way today. It's just not done because it would be too expensive and too much work to do all this. You can see here, now we're at Schuylkill and Market Street. And you can see this major development that's going on here. This was all intentional. It was part of the major plan that the city had for a number of years to create an office park in this area. And this is the Schuylkill River, the bridge over the Schuylkill River, right next to 30th Street Station. And you can see all the development that has taken place and is taking place. That's part of the plan. The city wants it that way because increased development means increased revenue for the city. You can see the new Comcast tower. That's the second tower that Comcast built. You can see here this beautiful Schuylkill River. New developments going on. Beautiful old bridge. Look at that beautiful eagle. That old lamp. You don't see that these days. And here you have where we were filming earlier. You can see all the business, all the traffic, everything going on. It's just amazing. So one of the things to see in Philadelphia when you're here, 30th Street Station. I'm sure when you arrive in Philadelphia, you'll pass by it. If you arrive by train, you'll be right there. Really beautiful on the inside also. Philadelphia is one of those nice old East Coast cities that has so much history with it. You'll love to see the different parts of Philadelphia. And again, we're at Market and Schuylkill. Market is one of the major streets in Philadelphia.